Hey guys, I thought I'd take a chance to go over the latest announcement called Prominently Display. And it's a list of the assignments that remain in the summer session. So let's take a look at those. The first is a chronological list of assignments by due date. Of course, they're all due on the date that they are due by midnight. Notice that I've color-coded these, so our pink is our essays, the green shows the RJEs, and the yellow is the grammar punctuation. Right now is kind of crunch time. It's there's some stuff due that's making it a little bit difficult, but you can get through it. The first essay here listed is, of course, our second essay number 2, the rough draft, and it's due tonight, Monday the 13th by midnight. And then by midnight tomorrow night, you need to have your reading journal entry for Balzac Part 2 turned in. Then we have Wednesday the 15th, the quotation marks assignment is due. On Tuesday the 21st, we have our final draft for the essay. And in just a second here, I want to take a look at a calendar it's sort of a better visual for seeing how much time we have to do each of these things. And then the fifth one is the grammar punctuation subject verb agreement assignment, which will be our last grammar punctuation assignment, and it's due Wednesday the 22nd. And then on the 22nd as well is due the Balzac Part 3 first draft, and the 29th, about a week later, is the final draft of that Part 3 Balzac assignment. On the 31st, that's the last day of the semester, summer session. We're going to, for 2 days, the last 2 days, I'll have a 48-hour window available for you to do a timed 3-hour timed essay. You'll have 3 hours to do the essay. You'll be given a list of possible topics to choose from. That will be the last essay you write. Following that, I put together the same list, but this time by category. So I've categorized these by essay, and then reading journal entry, and then the grammar punctuation assignments. So just know when you're looking at this announcement that the top list is assignments by due date chronologically, and the second list is categorized assignments. Please make note of these on your calendar. Maybe consider writing them on a sheet of paper if you don't want to print them up, or print them out and prominently display them on your bathroom mirror. I'm sure that you've done something like that before. I remember many a time displaying things on my bathroom mirror. It's a place that we all consistently go to at least a couple times a day, I would say. Also, what's important here is the essay's rough draft. Remember, the essay's rough draft is due tonight, the second essay rough draft. And the rough draft doesn't have to include the minimum 5 paragraphs required for the final draft, okay? So if you've read through the information on this assignment, you know that the essay requires at least 5 paragraphs. But you don't have to turn in all 5 paragraphs for that first assignment. Just turn in what you have, send it to me, submit it, and I'll make comments and answer any questions, okay? Let's take a look at a calendar here. I've been using this calendar all along, and so what I've done is folded it in so that we're only looking at the last 3 weeks here. All right, so we have the rough draft essay number 2 is due today by midnight, tonight by midnight. And then tomorrow we have our Zoom meeting. I think about 8 or 9 of you still need to sign up for that, so please do so, because the purpose of the Zoom meeting is to discuss that essay, the rough draft of the essay, and so that I can give you some tips and ideas and guide you in the right direction, so that when you do turn in that final draft, well, the main objective is that you've learned something from it, but also that you get a better score. All right, so notice that the color coding here matches the color coding here. Okay, so if you guys want to maybe pause this video now if you want to, and take a screenshot of this, however you want to do that. So anyway, the pink is the essay, the green is the Balzac assignments, reading journal entry assignments, and the yellow are the grammar punctuation assignments. So let's carefully look at this. Our second essay rough draft is due by tonight at midnight. We will discuss this tomorrow. We're going to discuss this on Wednesday. Yeah, when I made this, it was Tuesday. So we're going to discuss this in our Zoom meeting on Tuesday. Okay. So I don't want to. Hold on just a second. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to discuss this in our Zoom meeting on Wednesday. Again, the reason why I'm not having the Zoom meeting tomorrow is because, remember, I moved that due date for the essay rough draft by 2 or 3 days for you guys. So get that in by tonight at midnight. Tomorrow will be my day to go through all of your essays. It's going to take me, well, generally it takes me a good 12 hours or more for a class this size. And then on the 15th, on Wednesday, we'll have our Zoom meeting. I'll give you pointers, tips, guide you in the right direction. And then you have Wednesday, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You actually have an entire week, 7 days, to work on getting that second essay final draft completed and then turned in by midnight of the 21st. And don't forget, guys, as you're going through any of this stuff, if you have a question, if you think something, if you have a question, if something looks good or something should be deleted or added or taken out, or am I doing this correctly, certainly send me an email and I'll get it back. I'll get you the answer back ASAP. All right, so that's our essay, second essay. If we want to stay on the theme of essays, there won't be see your final essay number 2 is due on the 21st, and you don't have another essay until the last 2 days. Okay, so that's kind of a bit of a break, right? That's good. So I'm trying not to finish up the summer session under a lot of pressure. Our timed essay, as you can see, takes place on Thursday and Friday, but what this just means is that you have a 48-hour time period starting on midnight Thursday all the way up to midnight Friday, 48 hours to do that 3-hour timed essay. And keep in mind when you're writing that essay, you're going to be given a list of possible topics. Choose what you think you could do the best on, which would of course be something you're interested in, right? So find something that's of high interest to you that you believe you could write well on, and then go ahead and write that. You have 3 hours, and it is timed. So as soon as you hit that start button and begin writing, there is literally a timer that's set for 3 hours, and it will go off or stop after 3 hours, or whenever you're finished and submit it, whichever comes first. All right, let's go to Balzac now, our reading journal entries. The 14th, which is tomorrow night by midnight, your Balzac Part 2 final writing is due. Okay, so starting on Wednesday, that means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a total of 8 days, so more than an entire week to do that first draft of Part 3. And then you've got 6 days, actually 7 days, to get the second draft in. The reason I gave you more days is because you're going to need a little bit of time to read the third part of Balzac, which I hope, by the way, you guys are enjoying. I really enjoy this book. So you have 8 days to read it and get that first draft in, and then 6 or 7 days to get your second final draft in. Okay? Grammar and punctuation assignments, there are only 2 of those left. One of them is due on the 15th. That's this Wednesday by midnight. It's the one on quotation marks. And then the second one is due on the 22nd. So that gives you pretty much about a week to work on that one, 6 or 7 days to work on that. And I think, as you guys have found out, those are not nearly as taxing and difficult as the essay and RJE assignments. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful. As is stated in the syllabus, due dates can change, mostly based upon student need, but that's also based upon whether or not I think it's reasonable. I thought really long and hard about these assignments and how much time you're given, and I believe that it's ample time to get them done. So just plan accordingly. All right. Look forward to seeing you guys at our Zoom meeting on Wednesday. Take care.